Yet another film that got panned for being too scary, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And yeah, again, I'm not gonna act like I don't see where they're coming from. Everything in this movie is huge, gigantic, and trying to kill you. It's totally understandable. But again, I think a lot of critics really underestimate how much kids could take because this movie was a big hit, and audiences loved it. Not only did it have a lot of impressive sets and some damn good effects at the time, but it had some funny side characters and an okay cast of main characters. It was a great big budget version of something that we've seen plenty of times before, but not quite to this scale. Rick Moranis is a scientist who's trying to create a machine that, you guessed it, can shrink things. But everything he tries to shrink down keeps blowing up in his face, literally. But that all changes when the neighbor's kid accidentally knocks a baseball into the machine, which figures out was the missing element. So both the neighbor's kids and the scientist's kids all get shrunken down. They get taken out with the trash and all they have to do is cross the backyard in order to get home. Only now, the backyard is a jungle. They come across everything. Bees, ants, lawnmowers, sprinklers, everyday little mundane things are now psychotic killers trying to destroy them. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed this film, and even today I do find I like it, but nowadays I find I enjoy more the technicals of it, like the sets, or the animatronics, or the stop motion, things like that. The story and characters aren't bad, they're just kind of okay, with the exception maybe Rick Moranis and Matt Frewer as the neighbors. The kids are kind of generic kids. You got your geeky little dweeb, you have the jock, you have the pretty girl, you have the pretty boy, of course they're gonna fall in love. It's fine. I mean, I can't think of anything that was really painful to go through. I guess I would have liked a little bit more though. But again, that's not the focus. The focus is the effects. That's pretty much how the story is told. Characters walk, talk a bit, then they come across an effect. Characters talk, walk a bit, then they come across an effect. And it's fine, that's what most kids want to see, and I guess that's what most adults want to see too. But in terms of character, I did find I enjoyed the stuff with Rick Moranis and the neighbors a lot more. That's where the main comedy seemed to come from. Everything else sort of falls into the wouldn't it be neat category. Not that these characters are bad, but you don't care as much what happens to them as much as, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I was there? I want to eat that giant cookie, I want to ride that giant ant, I want to do all this stuff. Except maybe the stuff that's trying to kill you, that we could skip. So overall, it's an okay film with some really cool effects in it. If the effects weren't there, it'd probably be a bit of a bore, but they are, and they're impressive, and the story leads to a lot of great grand effects, and they're fun to check out. Some scenes can be a little intense for younger kids, but again, nothing bloody, nothing really that terrifying. It's just intense. Check it out for yourself and find out.